To the air right away is Brady. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single-covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Brady. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Caught right side, Davis. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
and he fires one that's intercepted.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 31, Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Brady. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Brady now to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald from 3 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Jackson. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Again, Jackson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the slot man goes in motion left. Fourth down, here's Jackson. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. The final shot before half for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Visitors 10, Buccaneers 6.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about it picking that one up?
Oh, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
One more time with Patterson.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cordarrelle Patterson, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Brady. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now Brady. He finds his man Johnson. And a huge play that time. 51 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll give it to Samuel.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
To throw is Brady. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, Gibbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Brady to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he...
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble and